A third row SUV with a lot of really great technology and safety features. Today, I have the 2026 Kia Sorento X-Line SX. It's a lot of technology, a lot of new stuff for me. That's why I grabbed an expert like Nick Hodgkiss here. Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Hey, Brad, good. How are you?
Thanks for joining me today.
Absolutely.
Nick's a salesman here at Smale Kia in Greensburg, PA, and together we're going to take this vehicle on a test drive.
Sounds good. Let's go.
If you're interested in a new Kia vehicle, come check out our inventory or see us off Route 30 Greensburg at smalekia.com. Now, the exterior color here is green, Nick, and I love it because whenever the sunlight hits it, the metal flakes set off. It looks really great. What do we have?
Yeah, so this one is a jungle green with a black interior.
And the black features on the exterior of this vehicle are really glossy and nice and make that a contrasting feature with that green.
Yes, absolutely, with your black Kia badge there in the center, as well as your black accents and your grille on the bottom down there as well.
I'm noticing a lot of sensors on the exterior of this vehicle. I can't wait to test some of these features out. I'm also noticing those daytime running lights kind of sweep across the front. Kind of goes with the whole lineup of Kia right now. They kind of have that same similar type of daytime running light.
Yes, they are. They're all kind of going with that Ember daytime running light that sweeps across the front end, yes.
Looks like we have some interesting headlights there.
Yes, so those are going to be your full LED headlights as well as your full LED fog lights as well.
Nice. Coming around the side, continuing that blacked out look with that Kia logo there in the center. We have these giant wheels. What do we have for size?
Yeah, so they're going to be a 20-inch alloy, black alloy rim.
And that continues, once again, that look that Kia's been giving off here for the last, 3 years or so.
Yes.
With that EV-inspired rim, which is really cool.
It does come with keyless entry, keyless access, so all you have to do is utilize the black button on both the driver and passenger side door handle, lock and unlock the vehicle.
And that's going to automatically fold out your mirrors as well with those turn signal indicators on them. That's cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Obviously I can get in there if I want to lock it up. I just hit that button again and folds back up for me.
Yes, absolutely. And you also have gloss black mirror caps as well, part of that X-Line package.
Yeah, and it continues along the side of the vehicle around the windows and everything here.
Yes.
And let's not forget about the roof rails,
Yeah,
right?
The X-Line roof rails. They're very cool, aren't they? Aren't they really cool looking?
They really do stick out there like shark fins up top.
Yes.
Coming around the back side, I'm noticing first off those tail lights look really unique and different.
Yes. SX gives you full LED tail lights as well.
Yeah, well, they definitely stick out, especially even during the daylight here.
Yes.
Blacked out Sorento, that Kia logo and X-Line logo back there. You can open up the trunk from the key fob, so we must have an automatic trunk back here,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So I can just hit the button down here and that will open up by itself. Does it have any other feature involved with that?
Yeah, so it also has the smart hands-free tailgate as well. Now that's a feature that can be turned on and off. So yeah, if you have the key fob and you're utilizing walking towards the vehicle, it'll open the tailgate automatically. Yes,
that's great for if you have anything in your hands, whether it's groceries, whatever the case is.
Strollers, whatever, children, anything like that. Yep.
So a little bit of storage underneath there, and you can see that this seat is down. We have a third row capacity back here, but with that seat down, you can definitely get a lot more space. If I want to put down the second row seats, I can do that too pretty easily there. That goes really flat.
Yes, it does.
So you have a lot of storage in the back of this Sorento, a lot of space. And my big question is, am I going to fit in that third row, right?
Yeah, you should be able to, yes.
Well, let's give it a shot. We're going to test it next. Jumping into the back seats, this door actually opens up pretty wide here.
Yeah.
To get into the third row, what am I going to have to do here?
Yeah, so there's two access points to get into the third row. So there's either going to be a button down here, and there's also going to be a button up here as well.
Cool. So either one of those slides the seat up pretty easily there. I'm going to get into this third row. And yeah, it's a little tight back here for a grown adult, but kids will probably have enough room back here.
Yes, absolutely.
If I were to just, close this, I have room between me and the seat in front of me, so I don't feel so claustrophobic back here.
Yeah, and then I still have enough room here in the second row as well, so yeah, good grown men.
Some things I want to point out here in the third row, though, we have a cup holder back here, a little bit of storage. We have a USB-C back here. We also have a 12-volt charger back there. I didn't see that from the trunk, but it's there. So in the third row, you also have access to those buttons. So if you like to, put your feet down, you just press that button right there, and you just chill out back here in the third row. But let's talk about those second row seats and jump up there and see how much space we got. So in these second row seats, we actually have captain's chairs back here. My favorite thing, you can actually adjust where this armrest is.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? So other things we have back here, I'm looking up, look at how much vertical visibility I have. This is a gigantic panoramic sunroof.
Yes.
And we have in front of these seats, we have some storage on the back of these seats. We have some ventilation down here. We even have a 12-volt charger down here, but even more so than that, we have 2 other additional chargers that I'm seeing here.
Yes, right in the back of the seats.
Yeah, right on the back of the driver and the passenger seat, there's 2 little USB-Cs.
Yep.
And what I like about that is not only does it give the people in the back access to those, but it also gives the people in the front the ability to charge from those too.
Yes, absolutely.
So a lot of really cool stuff back here. One thing that I'm also noticing,
Rear sunshades too.
yeah, how about that?
Built right into the car.
You can really cut back on the light that comes into these back seats. And you know what? I noticed this whenever we were putting these seats up. I can recline a little bit back here, so I feel really comfortable.
Yes.
All right, let's jump up front and get this thing on the road. So we're sitting in the Sorento here for the first time, Nick, and we have some nice wood accenting and some leather stitching throughout the dashboard there. We have a 1 panel. Well, at least it seems like it's 1 panel across, but it's actually 2 different screens,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yep.
So in front of me, my instrument cluster, I have looks like my my information that I can change there. I can have my tire pressure, my compass, my safety features up there. And let's take a look at the steering wheel, right? Because it is Kia's new steering wheel that they've been putting in all their vehicles.
Yeah, so that's new for 26
Yeah.
is the new redesigned steering wheel, yes.
Okay, I mean, it is great. We saw this in the Sportage, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little more flat at the top and bottom. It's more oval shaped
Yes.
than anything. So nice stitching. It's leather wrapped. On the left side of this steering wheel, we're going to see all of my adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, and my ability to change the things on my screen there.
Yes.
On the right side, I noticed that we have, here's our volume control for our audio. We have our push to talk button, our phone button, and we have a mode and star button. And maybe for anybody who isn't familiar with what those are, whenever I press those, mode for example, it looks like a bunch of these things come up for music.
Yeah, so it's customizable, whatever you want it to launch when you do that. So if you wanted it to do Bluetooth audio, Amazon Music, phone projections, sounds of nature, AM, FM, and Sirius satellite radio as well.
So it's like a hotkey for your audio.
Yes.
And the star is somewhat similar to that, right?
Yes. Now it does have different buttons on that one as well, different access points. So you can actually turn, reject a phone call, end a phone call on there, pull up your driver assistance settings, radio settings. Similar but different. Yes.
Cool. Well, there's definitely a lot of stuff in there for that. I noticed one thing whenever we hit that is that we have passenger talk in here.
Yes, this one does have passenger talk as well.
Cool. So we'll have to test that out here in a minute. Just want to go over this infotainment screen here because we have our navigation that we can bring up big, and we've seen this before. We have our audio, our phone settings. But if I swipe over here, we're starting to see some of our other features. Phone projection, you have your weather, sports, voice memo. And so that begs the question, do we have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in
Yeah,
here?
so it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and it's wireless.
Speaking of wireless, let's move down here for a second,
Yes.
right? Because we have a wireless phone charger down here.
Yes. Yep.
And we have 2 USB-C fast charging ports. Another thing that we're both appreciating right now is that it looks like we have ventilated and heated seats for the driver and passenger.
And then ventilated seats feel pretty nice.
They do. They're very, very cool right now in this 80-degree day. We also have down here different drive modes and terrain modes.
Yes. Yes.
So as far as this goes, what do we have here?
Yeah, so you have 4 different driving modes. So you have normal, eco, sport, and smart. Okay. And then as far as our terrain button goes, if you press this button, it actually switches over to here. Okay. And then you also have snow, mud, and sand.
And it looks like we have a bunch of buttons down here, Nick. So what are these?
Yeah, so actually you have your heated steering wheel, which is 2-stage.
Whoa.
Auto hold, which will hold you at red light or even take your foot off the brake or anything like that. And then your downhill assist as well on that side. On this side, of course, is going to be your automatic start-stop deactivator if you choose to turn that on and off. Front and rear parking sensor deactivator, as well as your camera button, and you can pull up your camera on your screen.
Cool. We're going to test all that stuff out during the test drive here. But one of the things I really do want to show before we get out on the road, because people always want to know what kind of space we have in here. We have the armrest here, so let's go ahead and open that up. And you can see up top here we have a little coin pouch, maybe anything that would be loose you could toss in there. And you have a lot of space in here for storing stuff. This goes all the way down to the middle of my arm.
Yes.
So that's a lot of storage space in there. We have this large panoramic sunroof. I'm just going to press that back once. And it looks like we have a windscreen up there too, which is going to cut back from all the harsh wind and the noise that would come in, maybe some bugs, things like that, right? Now that went back to here. And that's as far back as it goes here.
Yes.
So that's good. That's still a lot, and it's very bright outside. So I'm just going to close that right now. Some other things, we have lights up here. Those are just, you touch them and they turn on. We have a Kia Connect button and an emergency button. You know, obviously whenever you have your phone connected to this vehicle, it gives you a lot more versatility in using those things.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm noticing 3 buttons on the bottom of my mirror.
Yeah, so that's going to be for your garage home link. If you didn't want to use your garage opener inside the vehicle, you can activate it on your garage home link. Nice.
And is this an automatic dimming mirror?
Yes, it is an auto dimming mirror as well.
Nice. So definitely a lot of things on the inside of this vehicle. I'd say let's get this thing out on the road. Let's test out some of the
Let's go.
In normal mode right now, we're just going to go ahead and get out onto the highway.
Got lots of pickup and power, as you can tell.
It really does.
Even in normal mode.
What kind of engine do we have in here?
Yeah, so this is going to be a 2.5 liter turbocharged engine.
Okay. That produces a certain amount of horsepower, right? Like 280 something?
281 horsepower,
yeah,
yes. Yep.
Yeah, that's...
Very good, Bri.
I can remember some stats, but it's definitely picks you up to speed very quickly, and I don't say that lightly. I think it definitely does get you up there quick.
Yes, it does.
And this is just in normal mode, like I said, so we're going to switch over into sport, and the second that I did that, I felt a little different in the drive. Like, I felt the steering tighten up, and you can hear here, as I hit the accelerator, I maybe hear the engine a little bit more,
yes,
too.
Yes, absolutely.
And definitely, I definitely feel it in the steering. I feel it in the shifting just a bit. You can hear the engine a little bit more, even as we're braking here, and the shifting a little bit more. So that's just a fun thing to have in this vehicle. You know, and it does seem like it would be good for your whatever situation you need it for, right?
Correct.
Because you know, whether it's snowing outside, I'm sure the Sorento does really well.
Yes,
right?
It does do very well. It has torque vectoring all-wheel drive, so it goes very well in the snow.
Right. We have our AC controls up here.
Correct.
But those can also double as our controls for our infotainment screen, right?
Yes.
Throughout the Kia lineup, they've been adding this feature, which is really cool. I think it streamlines, it makes it so that there's not all these buttons in your way up
Correct.
here. But you can actually switch between your AC controls down here and your infotainment controls.
Yes.
Right now I activated my adaptive cruise control, and what is this doing for us, Nick?
Yeah, so basically utilizing the camera here behind the rear view mirror, it's actually reading the vehicle in front of you, and it actually keeps you, depending on what car length you have it set to, your preference, it keeps you away from that vehicle in front of you.
And it's really nice because, like, right now I have my cruise control set to 60 miles per hour. We've slowed to 54 because the people in front of us are going 54.
Yes,
and
correct.
So if we get closer, it's going to slow us down. If they get further away, it's going to speed us up to the speed that I have
Correct,
set.
yes.
If they come down to a complete stop, will we?
Yes, you will come down to a complete stop as well.
Cool. Another thing that I have just activated is the lane keep assist here. So what does this do, Nick?
Yeah, so utilizing that same camera that has the adaptive cruise control, it actually reads the lines on the road, and it'll actually keep you in the middle of your lane via putting steering inputs in.
And I'll tell you what, it's doing a good job just keeping me in the lane. It's making it really hard for me to just turn out of that lane.
Yes, as you can see.
Yeah. So it's definitely one of those things. You see the people in front of us are coming to a slow very quickly here, and we've now adapted to their speed.
Yes.
So this is keeping me within the lines of the road. It's slowing me based on the vehicle in front of me. It's almost driving itself.
Correct, yes.
But I'm still paying attention. I am noticing somebody approaching on my blind spot. Whenever that happens, my mirror's gonna light up here. And if I turn on my turn signal, that's now flashing at me and beeping at me. But one more thing, if you look up here on the instrument cluster, it's actually beeping at me, flashing at me down here, but I also have a camera over there on the side.
Yeah, your blind spot view camera as well. So it makes it very easy with seeing passengers on, or seeing cars on either side of your vehicle.
Yeah, so I can do that over on the right too here. You can see, you know, obviously we're not turning over there, but you can see the camera on the right and left side. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, not a lot of vehicles do that. Kias are one of the only vehicles that have that feature.
I guess it would have to have a certain trim level to have that, right?
Correct. Now this would be SXs and above on the Sorentos.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to have Kia's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, as well as a 5-year, 60 bumper-to-bumper.
And you know I love to listen to music, Nick. What kind of audio system do we have in here?
Yeah, so the Sorento has a Bose audio system. Sounds very, very good.
Let's check out this backup camera. I'm going to put the vehicle into reverse. We have this nice big backup camera here with projected lines and a 360 view.
Yes.
So just backing up, you can see it'll tell you whenever you get close to something. It's telling me on my instrument cluster.
It's also telling you on your 360 camera as
everywhere.
well.
Just how close, we can get pretty close to whatever with that. And that's fantastic. There are a lot of other views that we can do on here too, huh?
Yes.
Because that was a front-facing camera. We can look straight down. If we have a hitch to line up, you can line up a hitch.
Correct.
If you want to look down the side of the vehicle, you're looking down the back end of the vehicle.
You can see the lines and everything as well. Very cool.
We're lined up. We can see curbs, anything like that. And just the full camera as well. And then, of course, your favorite,
My
Nick.
favorite camera ever in these Kia vehicles. Look at that. That's so cool.
You can see, like, all the way around the vehicle, how far away you are from things. And, you know, even as you get closer,
Look, the wheels move, too.
Yeah.
Look how cool.
That's a really, really fun feature. And once again, if we're in drive, we switch over to drive, and you can see the front-facing camera there now too. So that's going to also have some sensors in it that will alert us whenever we get close to things.
Correct.
Is it going to stop you whenever you're about to hit something, or if there's something behind you, cross traffic?
Yes, so when you're backing up and it does detect something, it will automatically brake for you as well.
That's really cool. It'll at least lessen the damage that'll happen.
Correct.
That's the idea behind it, I think.
Still has to have driver input, but yes.
So we're in reverse here, busy parking lot situation, and as we're in reverse, we're seeing an alert here.
Yes.
My steering wheel's vibrating, and it's telling me where these vehicles are coming from.
Correct.
So what is that exactly?
Yes, that's going to be your rear cross traffic alert with avoidance too, as well.
Okay. Well, it's just great to see that this vehicle is looking out for you in so many different ways. And there, honestly, if you're driving and your steering wheel's vibrating and things are beeping at you, you know to stop.
Yes,
you know
absolutely, correct. So the one other thing that's cool for, you know, families, parents, whatever the like, it also has passenger talk as well. So utilizing the widget screen over here, you can actually turn that on, and it's kind of like an intercom system you can hear to the back passengers.
I hear it. I hear it in the back. It's you know, it's a minimal echo, but I can hear me talking in the back.
Yes.
So I can tell the people in the third row, you know, hey, we're going to stop and get something to eat. Is there anything that you want, right?
Or if you don't knock it off, we're going to turn this car around.
That's
right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Another really cool feature that I like is that the speed limit sign is displayed up here on my instrument cluster, and it's very easy to read. It's also on my navigation too, so.
Yes. The other cool thing with this vehicle as well is it does have traffic sign recognition as well. So if you're coming up on like a stop sign or whatever the like is, it'll actually display that on there as well.
So the 26 Kia Sorento X-Line SX has a lot of really cool technology in it, Nick. If people have questions about any of it, how would they be able to contact you?
Yeah, so you can come see us right off of Route 30 in our brand new showroom or at smellkia.com. Ask for Nick. I'll be able to help you out.
That's going to do it for our test drive. So until next time, enjoy the ride.
See you guys.